Yeah, the Civic Centre was always the place to be. The rink is always the hub of activity, and whether it's hockey, we used to have rodeos here, we used to have concerts. Certainly a place where people would congregate, kids would hang out, watch the hockey games, watch whatever was going on.
All of those things revolved around the Civic Centre, coming to various events that came in. Even the circus came for several years each year, so we would draw big crowds. The Civic Centre was a focal point for many things.
My first game, I remember walking in down the south stairs and being completely overwhelmed. What am I getting into? And shy and nervous, and then it become home for us here after 25 years or better of playing and more coaching after.
Well, some of the things that I remember from the Civic Centre go back to times when they used to hold the Treaty 6 hockey championships back here in the 70s, and I was a kid and running around the Civic Centre watching the hockey games.
I just spent so much time here training, making friends, making memories, carnivals, hockey games, and it was just a big part of growing up for me.
Coming in and out, getting to know them, getting to know their families over a lot of years. Some of them first started, they were just kids themselves, and then they grew up and their kids. So I think that was a big part of it, just knowing the people.
My second year of the Border Kings, we hosted the Japanese national team, January of '76.
Probably my favorite one is we played the Czech national team in 1993. We had a really good team. It was a year we won Western Canadians, and still was a full house. Played an international game, and our team did really well. So that was we weren't supposed to do well against them, and we did. So it was probably my biggest memory.
We got silver medal in provincials here, and that was with Dion Pollard, and I would have been D partners at that time. And then Allan Cup in 2000 to come up and lose to Powell River in a game that we hit a post and a crossbar in the last minute to tie it. So those, wins and losses, but just memories more than anything.
It was nice to see at the ESO Cup when they skated the flags on the ice, and they acknowledged the Treaty 6 and Métis flags just before each game. It had a lot of meaning.
I think it was 1993 when the first year that Trevor and I went to Canadians, went to Nationals, we made the team. But then we got to come back and skate after Nationals for like one of the events. It was just like a very proud moment for me, because I remember like there was lots of community support, all the hard work that we had put in, and it was, in these walls at the Civic that happened. So it's like a big part of it for me.
Charlie Pride was one of the really ones that stood out to us. He come in and he'd done his concert, and then after the concert, the group were moving all his equipment out, and we were kind of just lolling around. He come up here in the lobby, and we had a free talk for about an hour and a half with him. And that was kind of sticks in my mind.
Very, very nostalgic, a place to come to cheer on teams, and just to be with other like-minded people and supporting community events.
Yeah, it's always a great environment. The hockey crowd is always energetic and certainly always rooting for their team, and so it's always Civic Centre always had a great atmosphere. And I heard that from lots of people over the last year or so, is that they'll miss the energy, the atmosphere, of the old barn, they called it, but certainly, that'll be missed.
Well, it was home for us. I mean, the friendships, the compete that we had here. I know you got to move on and keep renewing things, but this rink was everything to us, and we played lots in the Russ or the Archie, but when we got to play in the big rink, we were special.
The Civic Centre was kind of like the cathedral for most rinks in the area, because it was someplace that held the most fans. There was a lot of tradition in the area with championships being won and getting to play in the Civic Centre was something special to most everyone growing up playing the game in this region. And touching that ice and championship ice especially is something that sticks with you for a long time.
It's nostalgic, but lots of blood, sweat, and tears have went into this building, from athletes to workers to volunteers to fans. It's got a lot of memories.
We become like kind of a little family over the years. The user groups, like, you got to know them so well that, we knew what they wanted and worked with them. And I think that was a real fond memory of things that went on. A lot of history in here. I'm gonna miss it a lot. Yeah, this was like your second home.